Hello everyone, it's us, the people of TV Days Drama Digest, back with another in-depth, dramatic update from the world of Days of Our Lives. Today, we're diving into a storyline that has left fans reeling and hearts heavy, the potential departure of two beloved characters, Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree, from Salem. With adoption plans in jeopardy and deep-seated family secrets coming to light, many wonder if it might finally be time to say goodbye to these characters. Do you think this is the end of an era for Johnny and Chanel? Let's explore the many twists and turns that have led us to this possibility and discuss what might be in store for these two characters, as well as the broader impact on the DiMera family and the show itself. The dark secrets that haunt Johnny. As many viewers know, Johnny DiMera has been through a turbulent journey over the years. His life took a harrowing turn when he learned the ugly truth about his father's past. In a moment that left him shattered, Johnny discovered that his conception was the result of a fateful night that involved unspeakable actions by his father, E.J. DiMera. The revelation came when his stepmother, Kate, felt compelled to tell him, after Roman Brady had already informed his nephew that E.J. was a rapist. For Johnny, the shock of realizing that his very existence was rooted in such a dark and disturbing truth has created an insurmountable rift between him and his father. The emotional aftermath of this revelation has been profound. Johnny's trust in EJ has been irrevocably broken, and every memory of his father is now tainted with betrayal. The more he learns about EJ's past misdeeds, the harder it becomes for Johnny to reconcile his love for his father with the harsh reality of his origins. This inner conflict is not just a personal tragedy, it has far-reaching consequences for his relationships, his self-identity, and his future in Salem. The pain and anger that Johnny feels are palpable, and many fans believe that unless something drastic changes, this will drive him to seek a new beginning far away from the town that holds so many painful memories. The adoption crisis, a final straw? Adding fuel to the fire is the crisis surrounding the DiMera adoption. For years, Chanel and Johnny have dreamt of starting a family and growing their own legacy in Salem. However, the recent developments have cast a dark shadow over those dreams. Rumors suggest that the Army, the organization that plays a crucial role in the DiMera family's legacy, has expressed strong disapproval of their grandchild being adopted by the DiMera family. With external pressures mounting and internal trust shattered, it seems that the possibility of a successful adoption is growing increasingly slim. For Chanel, who has long been a pillar of strength and optimism, the potential failure of the adoption plan is a crushing blow. She has invested so much hope into building a stable family unit, and the thought of losing that chance is heart-wrenching. For Johnny, the idea that his future as a father could be compromised by forces beyond his control only adds to his resentment and disillusionment. The adoption crisis represents more than just a setback. It's a symbol of everything that has gone wrong in his life: the betrayal by his father, the collapse of trust, and the sense that no matter how hard he tries, fate keeps pulling him away from a happy future. This looming adoption failure might be the final straw for both Chanel and Johnny. With the prospects of their family dream slipping away and the deep scars of their past widening the chasm between them and the people they once trusted, it's easy to imagine them deciding that Salem no longer holds any hope for a brighter future. The possibility of departure, a new beginning, or bitter farewell. Given all the turmoil, many fans are now speculating that Chanel and Johnny might have nothing left to lose in Salem. With their dreams of family and happiness in tatters, and the emotional burden of Johnny's painful past weighing heavily on them, could it be that the time has come for them to leave Salem behind? In the unpredictable world of Days of Our Lives, characters are no strangers to dramatic exits, and sometimes, a fresh start in a new place is exactly what's needed. Imagine a scenario where, after one last heartbreaking confrontation with EJ and the crushing disappointment of a failed adoption, Johnny and Chanel decide to pack up their lives and leave Salem in search of a new beginning. They could venture to a place where the ghosts of the past no longer haunt them, where they can rebuild their lives without the constant reminders of betrayal and sorrow. The idea of a dramatic exit for these characters would be both a bold new chapter and a tear-jerking farewell for longtime fans who have followed their journey through thick and thin. Such a departure would have massive implications not only for their personal futures, but also for the overall dynamics in Salem. Johnny, with his deep-seated anger and unresolved pain, and Chanel, with her steadfast determination to create a better future, represent the hope and resilience that have long been hallmarks of Days of Our Lives. Yet, sometimes, the weight of the past becomes too heavy to bear, and the only way forward is to leave it all behind. If Johnny and Chanel do decide to leave Salem, it could signify a major turning point in the show. Their departure would force the remaining characters to confront their own histories and perhaps spark new storylines that delve into the themes of loss, redemption, and the pursuit of a fresh start. It might even pave the way for new characters to enter the scene, characters who could fill the void left by their absence and bring new energy to Salem. The lingering shadow of EJ, a paternal betrayal. One of the central elements driving this potential departure is the deep-seated betrayal by EJ DiMera. Johnny's discovery of the truth about his conception and the subsequent revelation of EJ's unspeakable actions has fractured the foundation of trust that once existed between father and son. EJ, a character who has long been both admired and reviled for his manipulative schemes, now stands as a stark reminder of everything that is broken in the DiMera family. Johnny's inability to forgive his father is a key factor in the speculation that he might leave Salem. Every interaction, every memory, now carries the bitter taste of betrayal. The hurt inflicted by EJ's past actions is not something that can be easily forgotten or forgiven, and for Johnny, the pain may be too great to continue living in the same town where his family's darkest secrets are on full display. This deep emotional chasm between Johnny and EJ is not just a personal family matter. It reverberates throughout Salem, affecting every character who has been touched by the DiMera legacy. The fallout from EJ's actions has left a lasting scar on the town, and it's entirely possible that Johnny's decision to leave could be seen as an attempt to escape that legacy altogether. In doing so, he would be rejecting not only his father's betrayal, but also the toxic environment that has long been synonymous with Salem. Rumors and speculation. What do fans think? The rumor mill is buzzing with speculation about whether Johnny and Chanel's departure is imminent. Some fans are convinced that this could be the turning point that finally forces them to seek a new life away from Salem. There's talk of dramatic farewells, tearful goodbyes, and the possibility of a fresh start in a place where the wounds of the past can begin to heal. Others speculate that if this storyline plays out, it might also pave the way for new characters to emerge. Characters who could help fill the void left by Johnny and Chanel's departure. For instance, some fans wonder if Carson Boatman, Johnny, and Raven Bowens, Chanel, could be among the next actors to exit the show, marking a significant shift in the Days of Our Lives cast. The idea of bidding farewell to these characters is both heartbreaking and tantalizing. On one hand, their departure would leave a void in the hearts of longtime viewers who have followed their tumultuous journey for years. On the other hand, it opens up endless possibilities for fresh storylines, new conflicts, and a reimagining of Salem's future. The decision to leave or stay has always been a recurring theme in soap operas, and this latest rumor is no exception. The emotional toll, navigating loss and new beginnings. The prospect of leaving Salem is never an easy one for any character, especially for Johnny and Chanel, who have weathered countless storms over the years. Their lives in Salem are a tapestry woven with love, betrayal, hope, and despair. For them, the idea of starting over somewhere new is both daunting and, perhaps, necessary. Johnny's journey has been marred by pain and betrayal, particularly the shocking truth about his father's past. The weight of that knowledge, combined with the failure of the adoption plan that he and Chanel had so desperately hoped would secure their family's future, has left him emotionally drained. The thought of staying in Salem, where every corner reminds him of the betrayals of the past, may be too painful to endure. For Chanel, the situation is equally heart-wrenching. Despite her efforts to remain hopeful and optimistic about the future, the constant barrage of setbacks, including the looming failure of their adoption and the emotional scars left by family betrayals, has taken its toll. Chanel has always been the rock of their relationship, the one who tried to keep hope alive. But if every dream they had for their future crumbles before their eyes, she might decide that it's time to walk away and seek solace elsewhere. The emotional toll of such a decision cannot be understated. Leaving Salem means saying goodbye to a town filled with memories, both good and bad. It means leaving behind friends, family, and a history that has shaped them in ways they might never fully understand. But sometimes, a new beginning is the only path forward, a chance to rebuild and start over without the weight of past mistakes dragging them down. The future beyond Salem. A fresh start or a new set of challenges? If Johnny and Chanel do decide to leave Salem, what will their future hold? The possibility of a fresh start in a new location is both exciting and terrifying. On one hand, the promise of a new beginning free from the ghosts of their past offers hope and the chance for healing. On the other hand, starting over in a new place means facing unknown challenges, forging new relationships, and confronting the lingering memories of what they left behind. For Johnny, the journey ahead could be one of self-discovery. Away from the familiar chaos of Salem, he might finally have the space to come to terms with his painful past and rebuild his identity on his own terms. The chance to forge a new path, free from the constant reminder of his father's betrayal, could be the fresh start he desperately needs. For Chanel, leaving Salem could mean a new chapter in her life, one where she can focus on her own dreams and aspirations without the heavy burden of familial expectations and past disappointments. Together, Johnny and Chanel might find that, in leaving behind the chaos of Salem, they can create a space where love, trust, and happiness have a chance to flourish once again. Yet, no matter where they go, the memories of Salem will always linger in the background. The relationships they formed, the betrayals they endured, and the dreams they once held dear will continue to influence their choices and shape their futures. The question remains, can they ever truly escape the shadow of their past, or will the memories of Salem follow them wherever they go? In conclusion, is it time to say goodbye to Johnny and Chanel? As we stand at this crossroads in the Days of Our Lives narrative, the possibility that Johnny and Chanel might leave Salem for good is a bittersweet prospect. Their journey has been filled with love, heartbreak, and unyielding determination, and the decision to leave would mark the end of a significant chapter in the show's history. Do you think that the failed adoption and the unbearable weight of betrayal, especially Johnny's inability to forgive EJ for the dark secrets of his past, will drive them to leave Salem? Could this be the moment when they finally decide that there is nothing left for them in the town they once called home? And with every new possibility, do you think Carson Boatman and Bowens might be among the next to bid farewell to Days of Our Lives? We invite you to share your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. The future of Johnny and Chanel is uncertain, but one thing is clear: their story has left an indelible mark on the hearts of fans, and any decision they make will forever change the landscape of Salem. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.